are live already in TikTok, so thank you for being here on YouTube. We are talking about women over 50 and learning to create an extra passive income online. So that's me. That was me several years ago, woman over 50, trying to get to my next level, realizing that I was capable of more, but didn't realize or know how to do it. I wanted to do more. I knew I could do more, but I didn't know how. And that was the time I was just sitting out the window, like contemplating. And I was like, how am I going to do more? I know I can do more. And that's when I was introduced to Bob Proctor. And Bob Proctor is one of the biggest mentors on mindset and law of attraction training, and how you think is what you create. And I ended up diving in to get mentorship with him because I thought, if I'm capable of more and I can do more and be more, and I want to go big, then I should get somebody really big to mentor me. So I thought, who's bigger than Bob Proctor? Not many people, I don't think, are bigger than Bob Proctor. So I signed up to coach with him for 5 years. And he taught me so many things, but this is one of those things that he taught us about, was your the terror barrier, that brick wall, it feels like, that you come across when you're going to do something new. And maybe it's as simply as you're going to create a video for your content for the day and you feel the fear. I pretty much feel it every day before I do my first content, before I do my first video for the day. And then I just bust through it. And in fact, it's the doing of it, because I'm so practiced in doing it, that actually helps me get through that fear, get through that wall of fear. So I'm Dr. Shelley, and I've had an eclectic career life. I have 2 degrees and multiple certificates. You don't really care about me, but I know you want to know what my background is and kind of like how I got to where I am today. So when I tell you about my education, I tell it to you because I know there's a lot of highly educated women out there that didn't get the MONEY for their education that they thought. We're trained to get a education. We're trained to, go to school, get a degree, get a doctorate degree, and then you're going to earn more money. And it just is not that way. That is not how it works. And we're told these lies our entire life. Our whole society is built on get an education and you'll earn more MONEY. It's not necessarily true. I don't know if you feel that, but if put a money sign in the chat if you are highly educated and you're not getting the MONEY that you want right now. So last year, I've been coaching for 8 years, and I have a part-time job in fashion because that's also one of my careers, my degrees. And one of the things I actually coach women on is confidence, self-image, and style. So I have a job part-time. I have my coaching career. Coaching is kind of like I don't know, it's a roller coaster. That income goes up, the income goes down. It just depends on the phase, I guess, of the coaching that you're doing. So I was having some experience where there were low moments when either people weren't paying on time, people were quitting, whatever it was, they weren't keeping their financial commitments to me. So there was low times, and the job part-time income was not fitting the bill. I have a lot of expenses because I have a business, so I was having that feeling of struggle, lack, not enough, struggling to get the groceries to feed myself, to feed my cats, going to the grocery store, going on the calculator to figure out if I could actually get those groceries that day, or, and having to put things back, having to be really, really cautious with what I spent on groceries. And here's the thing about me is that I've been buying organic for many, like 40 years. And I've always had the philosophy that buying organic food is an insurance policy. So I've always popped for the expense of organic. So even during this low time last year, I sometimes wasn't buying organic, so it was really, really difficult. And even though I knew that if you think about the lack, you keep creating more lack. So I was trying to look for other ways to earn income, and everything I could think of was trading my time for money. I was helping other coaches, I was doing other things that were just taking more time. And I was getting more and more exhausted by working more and more and more, not really earning that much more. And I was just looking for something else. And so a friend of mine, luckily, Angel from Heaven, um, I watched her. She was a fellow coach of mine with Bob Proctor. And I watched her and watched her and watched her doing something different for 3 to 4 months before I asked her what she was doing. And I just watched her income go up and up and up. And then finally, when she was at 25K, I was like, okay, what are you doing? And she said it was digital marketing. I didn't have a clue what digital marketing was. Because I'm highly educated, it kind of gets in the way sometimes, because if I don't know what something is, if I don't understand it, then I'm highly skeptical of it. So I was skeptical. I didn't know how it could possibly work. I didn't know how she could earn 100% profit, and how the company could earn money, and how it could be what is it? I can't think of the word, a viable business, and how it could work for me. And I just had so many questions. But the one thing I knew was that I had a problem and I needed extra cash. And that's really the only thing I knew, is that I needed extra cash and I didn't really want to work that hard for it. And so she had a solution for me. And so even though I didn't have the 600 it was to invest last year, I still really wanted it. So if you want something bad enough, you will figure out how to get it. You will sell something, you will work harder, you'll say whatever you have to do. So she told me she had a PAYMENT plan, and that I could do that potentially. I didn't even think I could get that, because I didn't know if I would qualify for it, but I qualified for it. I basically started investing with that PAYMENT plan. And in 2 weeks, you guys, I doubled my investment. I had 1,200 in my BANK, and I hadn't even finished the second PAYMENT for that. And it was interest free as well. So I doubled my investment in 2 weeks. There are people right now that are coming into our new Legacy Builder program that are getting to 6 figures in 2 months. Like, I don't know how they're doing that, but if someone can do it, other people can do it as well. If someone can do it, other people can do it. And so that's something to remember. We think that it's not possible for us, but why is it not possible for us? We're just not doing the same things that they're doing, and we need to be mentored and coached in how to do things. So that's how I dove into digital marketing. What is digital marketing? It is the fastest growing business in the e-learning industry. E-learning, learning online. That industry grew over the last several years because of COVID. In 2019, it was a $950 million a year business. And that's not too shabby. That's not too bad. $950 million a year. In 2023, it's $1 billion a day business. What happened? COVID. People went home. People had fun at home. They watched movies. They slept in. They cooked. And then they started realizing that they needed to learn some new skills. They had to learn how to earn money online. What if they weren't ever able to go back to work? We didn't know. So the online digital marketing business grew during COVID, and it became a solid thing. All businesses at that time need to have a digital presence. They needed to learn how to sell. Like restaurants, think about it. They had to set up these systems where people could pick up their food, or the food could be delivered. All these systems weren't in place before COVID. So everything changed because of COVID, digital marketing, social media marketing. And so basically, you guys, I have 3 kinds of clients. I have business owners as clients, people that need to learn how to market themselves online, and they're not doing it now and they don't have the skills. Also, the second type of client is a person that wants to have a business online, wants to develop a product online, and wants to learn how to market themselves online and in social media channels. So the third kind of person that I have as a client is a person that doesn't have a business, doesn't want to have a business of their own, but wants to earn extra income online. And so they're able to get the master resale rights of our 4 products that we have and just sell those 4 programs that we have. It's kind of like they practice learning how to be a good marketer online in social media with the 4 products or programs that we have. So those are the 3 kinds of customers that I normally have. So let's talk a little bit about what does it cost to get started earning passive income. I told you a little bit about I got 900 in my bank yesterday. Last week I got 900 in my bank. So what if you were, imagine if you were earning 900 a week extra every week. That's 1,800 for 2 weeks. That's 3,600 for 4 weeks. So maybe 3,600 extra a month, maybe a little bit more. Let's say you bump it up to 5,000 extra. That's really getting to the place of that's probably even more than what most people make at their JOBs. Most people I think are probably averaging about 3,600 a month at their JOBs, if that. It depends on what kind of JOB you have. You know, the cool thing about the 4 products that we sell is that you get 100% profit. And how can that happen? That's the biggest question that most people have. So we have 4 products. There's a 100, a 300, a 600, and a 900. You can come in at either of those levels. But when you come in at the 100, that's the product you can sell. If you come in at the 300, you can sell the 100 and the 300. If you come in at the 600, you can sell the 100, the 300, and the 600. If you come in at the 900, you can sell the 1, the 3, the 6, and the 9. And so you've got 4 potential income streams coming into your very own BANK. So when you sell, like let's just say yesterday, for example, I sold a $900 program called Legacy Builder Program. It's the newest product in our community. This product in our community has gone 50 days. We've sold 5.4 million of the $900 product. That's our community selling it, going into everyone's pockets. So the company makes its money because when you buy the $900 program, you will pay a $29 fee one time for your website, your funnel system, your emails. It'll be going for you and up and running in a day. You'll be able to start earning the next day. You'll be able to put it out there that this is your business the next day. So if you're over 50 and a woman, put 50 in the chat for me. If you're learning for extra income, put a little money sign in the chat for me. So I want to show you this just to lay it out more digitally for you so you can see it. So let me mirror my camera here. And so just wealthbuildermastery.com, that's where you go to put in your email to find out more information about what this is. And you get all the details that you need to know. Trust me. So wealthbuildermastery.com. These are the 4 different levels. At each level, and you'll pay that $29 fee. That's why I recommend you come in at the 900 because then you only have to pay it once. Because you'll have all these products included in your $900 program. This $900 program teaches you everything you need to know about digital marketing, social media marketing, how to market the 4 programs that we have. They're called Launchpad. They're called Passive Daily Pay Blueprint and Digital Mastery and Legacy Builder Program. The Legacy Builder Program takes you to that next level. So right here, you're learning how to market these programs. When you get to the Legacy Builder Program, you're also learning how to create recurring income, which is what most people, especially over 50, want, because we want to have that recurring income so that going off into our senior years, we just have income coming in without us doing anything. And then we can continue to lead the lifestyle that we've been living or greater while we're living in that retired lifestyle. So this is the possibility, you guys. This is where it's at. We have a suggested 2-hour workday. In that 2-hour workday, it's income producing activity. It's going live like this. If you don't want to go live, you don't have to go live. It is going live. It is posting 3 pieces. Let me get my 3 pieces of content. So before I went live here, I did 2 pieces of content. And then after I get off, I'll put another piece of content in my TikTok. I may post in other social media channels now, but you can just really pick one to get started. And then you're going to perfect that. And then you'll move on maybe to some other social media channels. So it's really a lot of learn and earn, learn and earn. So I've been doing this since last October, end of last October. You just learn and earn as you go. In the first month I did, as I was saying, the first couple of weeks, I doubled my investment, 1,200. And then I was in the background doing faceless marketing because I got sick for several months. And so I came back in February and really kind of relaunched in February. So since then, I've done 12K, which I'm very proud of because it's allowed me to do so much in my life. I've been on disability for my foot in the last 3 weeks, and I brought in an extra 1,800. So as you get older, you never know what's going to happen, where you're going to be on disability from your work, where, you know, you're going to have an injury and you're going to be off and you're not going to be earning income, or maybe you're going to get laid off. This is your insurance policy for bringing in extra income. So during this whole time I've been on disability, I've been doing this business, and I brought in 2 new customers at the 900 level. You know, it's not thousands, but it's a place to start. And we have people in our business that are doing 6 figures in 2 months, in 6 months, in a year for sure. We have a lady that she's not even been in a year. She's been in like 10 months and she's at 350,000. I don't even know how she is doing that, but she's on a roll. Once things kind of like start rolling, they start snowballing and you don't even know where they're coming from. So it's whatever you want. It's whatever your focus is. It's what your goals are. And so there's a lot to learn, but you just start. You learn and you apply. You learn and you apply, and you get that money coming into your bank on a regular, consistent basis. And the more you get the I'm telling you, I was a little depressed yesterday. I was feeling low. I was doing my contents. And then that 900 comes in, completely changed my mood, completely changed how I was feeling. Think about for you, if you were sitting in your car and looking at your phone, like a lot of us do these days, we'll get where we're going. And then we look at our phone to check to see what's happened, if we got any text messages or whatever. And you see coming from the top, from your processor, that gives you the money, that there's $900 ready to go to your BA&K. How would that feel? How would that feel? Would that change your mood? It changed my mood completely yesterday. And I'm grateful because I know that this person I've been talking to about this business is going to be changing her life. It's going to be happening for her. And it's happening for so many people in our community. And it can happen for you too as well. So I wanted to talk a little bit about fear. Have you ever had fear, and have you allowed the fear to stop you from moving forward? This is something that you need to learn how to do. You need to learn to walk through your fears. So I'm going to go off for just a minute. I'm going to reset the algorithm and I will be right back. Lots of likes. Hi. I forgot you were still there. I'm going to go here. Go.